For the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
The next logical progression from the smart card is a microchip implant under the skin. It has to come. It's the only logical way to avoid theft, to avoid fraud, to avoid losing things. It's the only way to go. I mean, it just has to happen, is what he says.
I used to say to him, what's the point of all this? You have all the money in the world you need. You have all the power you need. What's the point? You know, what's the end goal? And he said the end goal is to get everybody to control the whole society. To have the bankers, the elite people, you know, the bankers and some governor controlling the world.
There's three aspects to this New World Order. A New World Economic Order in which a computer chip will be injected into our hands or foreheads as a means to track, control, and identify us, and will also be used to make our purchases.
Here's a simple trick. Wave your hand over a computer code scanner at the grocery store checkout counter and your bill is deducted from your checking account. The technology to accomplish this feat is already here.
In the future, do you think everyone is going to be switched?
I think it'll be voluntary, but I am certainly convinced that millions of people will find it very, very valuable to have a smart device under their skin.
This is the mark of the beast.
And here's your money system coming in, mark of the beast. I've got it here. Let me show you. It's a silicon chip. I'm now showing you, Howard, a silicon chip inside a plastic block. I'll show
That's
you.
right in the centre there, right?
Yeah, the little chip in the centre. Here is a blow-up of the thing. Look at this one. It's a little glass tube with electronics inside it. There it is. They're using it on dogs and cats and fish and birds and horses.
Injecting it.
Injected it. Here's the injector. Look at it. We're actually looking at this.
It's very tiny then.
Oh. Now, if you want to know who the dog is, you simply use this thing here, a scanner. There's the scanner. You go like this, scan. The message comes from the dog, from the chip, and implanted in its neck. You push the button, read. You can read his name is Rover. He's owned by Mr. and Mrs. Brown, 16 King Street, you know, somewhere in London. And the telephone number is there. These people want to go now quickly on beyond animals to human beings. And I can prove this in any meeting. I've got a bag full of information.
This is an identity chip.
It's an identity chip. Now,
this is going to progress into...
It's progressing into a people identification.
Across the millennium years is crunch time in this whole agenda, crunch time for the human race. This is the time when this network of interbreeding bloodlines wants to bring in its global fascist structure of a world government to which nation states would be administrative units. Of a world central bank and a world currency, a currency that wouldn't be cash, it would be merely electronic, for which there are fundamental implications for human freedom. And also the world army, which is designed to be NATO, expanding and expanding as it is now, of course, to become the fully fledged world army, world police force. And underpinning that little lot is designed to be a microchip population in which we are microchipped with our financial details, our medical details, etc., etc. And that would allow not only electronic tagging, people knowing where we are all the time, it would allow the external manipulation through this electronic means of our mental and emotional processes. This will happen.
When you stop and think about the kind of technology that is required to implement such a thing, is mind-boggling. But today, we can do exactly that. With today's technology, a miniaturized computer chip about the size of a sesame seed can hold not only your own personal ID number and name, but also a file on your personal history. These can be injected under your skin and powered by the energy generated by your body. Now, these little chips can be linked together and tracked by satellite. Satellites linked with computers can now track a person with a PC chip implanted in his body anywhere in the world.